Hey, all you freaks, geeks, and weirdos out there, we are going to experience something really crazy. What are we going to check out, Xero?
The Edwardian Ball!
And what else, Honker?
And the World's Fair!
That's right, a little mixture of burlesque, circus, and chaos. So let's start with the Edwardian Ball. Coming up on Circus of Chaos, we experience 2 nights of what the Edwardian Ball is all about.
One night of our adventure is our World's Fair, where we fill the ballroom with science, technology, art, history, and wonder. Games to play, worlds to spin. And then the next night, we clear all of that away and we make room for the sweeping ballroom floor of the Edwardian Ball itself, where a steam-powered tea garden, dancers, and an all-night show celebrate this world of the Edwards.
Want to know what to find in the vendor bazaar?
I created a place called Realm of the Shadow Puffs, and it is an imaginary place in people's minds, in their brain bones, and it's an ocean of blood, and it's the creation of a different universe.
And how about a little time travel with this guy?
I have a wormhole navigation unit.
Wait a minute, are you telling me I could go somewhere else with this?
Yes, Dave, step right over here.
Wait a minute.
You want to go back in time or forwards in time?
And we wander through the artist's cantina, known as the Museum of Wonders, where we meet characters and ask the tough questions.
What's your question?
No, your question.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me a question.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me a question.
I thought I have the, yeah.
It's all coming up on Circus of Chaos. Before we get carried away with interviews and clowning around, let's take in some sights and sounds of this amazing and overstimulating 2-night event.
Listen to all sides and filter them from yourself.
Listen, tell me about the World's Fair. What's going on with that?
This here, of which we are amidst, it is a fair of delights and wonders. Each time with it we enter this, there's a different grasp of now, then, and what. And I would say upon this one, it's gazing to the stars. Scientific curiosities, wonders, planets. Choose your own adventure? So the fair is a celebration of history and our place in it and out of it.
It's a good place to get lost.
I found my way only by accident.
What's one of your favorite things to experience at the World's Fair?
One of my favorite things every year at the fair is seeing how the wonder of collections and curations come together. Oh, hello!
Hello!
And the characters amongst that wander are creating a world that we can explore. And what I really like is seeing the mechanical wonders. And one of the groups that joins us every year is Kinetic Steamworks. Always one of my favorites because they're not steampunks, they're self-professed steam dorks. And they know how these things really work.
There was a lady in a straitjacket hanging upside down. What was going on with that?
That would be Lady Beast. We discovered her in New Orleans, and she helped us host our first ever Edwardian Ball New Orleans. And the least we could do was invite her out here to San Francisco, put her in a straitjacket, and fly her over the stage. It's our way of saying thank you for being part of this world.
You think she likes clowns?
I think she likes a lot of things that make other people run.
Everyone looks great tonight, man. Isn't this awesome?
Well, it's the wonderful world of the Edwardians. There's actually a couple of Edwards. Did you know that?
I did not. That's why I'm here. It's my first time, man. Tell me about what is the Edwardian Ball?
Well, I would say at the turn of the most recent century, a group of us gathered in a martini bar in the middle of the desert and decided it would be great to throw a party in honor of the now late great author Edward Gorey. And he was our original Edward. We decided to throw a ball in his honor and call it the Edwardian Ball, which also gave people a playful time to explore and develop sort of around a reminiscence of a king many don't know, the other Edward. So now we have a tale of two Edwards, and they merge together into the world of the Edwardian Ball. Some gory, some time, and all of it here.
This is a transformative experience. 2 nights. Talk about how each night is so different and what you may see.
One night of our adventure is our World's Fair, where we fill the ballroom with science, technology, art, history, and wonder. Games to play, worlds to spin. And then the next night, we clear all of that away and we make room for the sweeping ballroom floor of the Edwardian Ball itself, where a steam-powered tea garden, dancers, and an all-night show celebrate this world of the Edwards.
So if you're a freak, geek, or weirdo like myself, you may find a new home here and love it.
Right here, people would say, "Where have you been? And why'd you make us wait for you yourself to join us?"
See, this is it. This is my new home, the Edwardian Ball.
You're watching Circus
Of chaos!
Hey, man, I was mesmerized by your stuff here. Tell me about your creations.
All right, Cousin Dave, what these are old pieces that I've refurbished that I turn into new pieces by adding high technology. So I have an old clock here, and what I've done is I've added fiber optics and vacuum tubes and displays that change with the music. And I have here behind you, I have a wormhole navigation unit.
Wait a minute, are you telling me I could go somewhere else with this?
Yes, Dave, step right over here.
Wait a minute.
You want to go back in time or forwards in time?
Maybe back in time.
All right, okay, back in time. There we go. You're going backwards in time. Are you in a hurry to go back? We can speed it up.
Well, wait a minute. What I want to do is buy a bunch of vintage toys on eBay.
Oh.
So maybe like 1984.
Oh, all right. Well, we have to wait a little bit for 1984. But you could go forwards in time as well. And, of course, this is another old clock. And, of course, there's my flux capacitor.
Oh,
you have to have a flux capacitor.
I was worried, right?
For time travel, you need that.
Okay.
And then here's another old clock, and I call these sensational assemblages because they appeal to the senses.
Oh, okay. Hey, what the hell happened to your eye, man?
Oh, I lost this in the airdrop over the Hesperian Wars for His Majesty the King.
But I mean, you're okay. You survived, obviously.
Oh, yes. I have an artificial leg and an artificial organs.
Holy, well, listen, take care of yourself.
All right.
So when I'm ready, I'm going to get a bunch of sacks. We're going to go buy a bunch of toys and then go back and then bring them forward in time for eBay.
All right. That sounds like a good plan, Dave.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, man.
Nice to meet you.
This is the Edwardian Vendor Bazaar. It consists of 54 curated vendors by myself. You're going to find everything from chainmail to top hats to things like my crocheted taxidermy. Everything to get wear for the ball, to get prepared to come to the ball, and things that you're just going to want around your house. Things that you can wear every day.
Yes, I've just been dazzled by everything that you can see here. You could spend the entire night down here probably.
Absolutely. I actually spend most of the Edwardian balls down here, and I'm perfectly content looking around at all the creations. All of my vendors create all of their own designs. Most of them hand make most of their stuff. It's fantastic. I love it.
And Anna has added her own creations at the Vendor Bazaar.
Now why don't you tell us a bit about these magical creations? How long have you been doing this and how did you get into it?
I've been doing it for about 5 years. I started by crocheting a little moose, and suddenly a bunch of my friends all were like, you need to expand on this. This is amazing. I love it. And so it just kind of went with my imagination. I think the next one I did was the Cthulhu. The rainbow puking unicorns are a big hit. And thus far, my elephant is the newest design that I have this year. Yeah.
Very cute. Disasterina, thank you so much for speaking with us this evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing so fantastic down here at the Edwardian Ball in the basement. It's wonderful, meeting so many cool people.
So I caught Dragula just a month ago, and I am in love with Disasterina, and then I realized that I had met your boyfriend here last year, and then I found out you were going to be here, so I was totally stoked. And I'm just wondering, how long has Disasterina been around? Are you new to the scene?
I'm relatively new. Just about 3 years or so I've been doing it.
I'm sure all of your fans want to know what is next for Disasterina. Where are we going to see you next? What's on the horizon?
I got so many plans, it's sickening! I'm going to do music videos. I'm going to do a pilot for a horror comedy. I'm going to go tour with the Boulets. They're organizing stuff on the West Coast right now, but other places too, maybe even Europe. We'll see.
So how can your fans follow what you're going to do next and look out for your next project?
I live on YouTube the most of the time, although I haven't done a video for like 3 weeks now. Everybody's getting all upset, but that's my main media. I do really high quality comedy content on the YouTubes, so you go there and you join up and you look at what I do.
So we love your art. This is gorgeous. How long have you been doing the fine art?
Well, you know, pretty much all my life, but lately I'm incorporating my whole persona into my artwork. So stuff like this and like this, the glitter portraits of queens with ink and pen, and I love doing them. They're so much fun. People get a kick out of them too.
Tell me about your inspiration for some of these.
Well, you know, I like to create a whole world. That's what I'm interested. That's what Disasterina is all about. It's not just me, it's a whole world. And when I do my TV show, I'm gonna show you what my whole crazy world's like. And these paintings right here, I created a place called Realm of the Shadow Puffs. And it is an imaginary place in people's minds, in their brain bones. And it's an ocean of blood, and it's the creation of a different universe. And I actually started doing paintings in a style, and then I wrote the creation story, and now I'm illustrating parts of the creation story. It's like meta or something. I don't know, it's good.
I'm so excited about all these new projects for you. It sounds amazing. Thank you so much, you're the best.
So sweet, I want to take it home in my suitcase.
Let's do it!
Captain Lucky, take it away.
From 2018 Edwardian Ball in San Francisco, California, you're watching Circus of Chaos.
How many countries have you fanged in?
I have fanged in 27 countries.
tell us how and when you first got involved with the vampire community.
It's all my mother's fault. She told me about Tom Cruise losing weight to become a guy named Lestat. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So my mother got me into Anne Rice, and I fell in love with the Queen of the Damned. And so my girlfriend, when I was in high school, asked me to make her fangs for the prom, because I was a dental technician. And she sadly passed away because she missed her prom because she was sick. And she had a brain aneurysm. And so I wanted to make her fangs so she felt immortal. And we went to the prom, and everybody asked me for fangs. So I said, all right, start making fangs. And then I got into the New York City club scene, and there was no vampires. There was no one that loved the vampire archetype, that they wanted to be that archetype. You know, not enough people drinking blood, you know what I mean? And so I created a vampire ball based on Anne Rice's vampire balls in New Orleans. And presto pufo, what do you know? I'm running events all over the world making fangs.
And you're watching Circus of Chaos?
The Museum of Wonders, located in the opulent Regency Lodge, is an Edwardian auditorium filled with curiosities, natural wonders, sideshow performances.
Let us finding.
Oh, and did we mention the cast of characters you'll run into?
Fairies, goblins, clowns. I think there's a satyr around here somewhere. Those are who you might want to look for.
Okay.
My name is Kneeling Thorn, the Goblin.
And where do you come from?
Well, I came from deep within the earth, and I made my way to a place called the Eternium Road, where I was scooped up by the Baron, Scott Levkoff, who brought me here to the Mystic Midway to share this experience with you.
What do you think of this Edwardian Ball, man?
Oh, I try not to think about it.
I have heard about you near and far.
How far?
I am Honker.
Hi, Honker.
Hi. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay.
This is the Mistress of Whimsy.
20 years ago, when I was but a wee lad of 75.
This is like old-timey talk, man. I don't understand it, man. Hey, what about your girlfriend here? Can I talk? I'm gonna hang out with her. Huh? Does she like clowns?
Nobody likes clowns.
I've heard amazing stories.
Are you allowed to tell?
I am not allowed to tell. It's the clown oath.
It's privacy.
It's
Did they
private.
sign? Did you sign that you would keep it private?
I kissed him.
Oh, that's a
It's
good
a seal.
That's a good oath or a
Look.
good seal.
Look at those people. Hi.
Oh my God,
What do you
everyone's
want?
amazing.
Awesome.
And look
Do
at
it.
these gorgeous people.
I'm Mr. Nobody. I am inhabiting the Mystic Midway here in this corner of the ball. I eat fears that people offer me when they wish to leave them behind. They are very tasty.
What's the tastiest fear you've had thus far?
I was just fed some political fears. That was quite nice. They're very meaty, you understand.
Hey, you guys. Holy crap. What's going on, man? What are you doing? You eating a hand?
We're looking for some tasty morsels.
Tasty morsel. Aren't you worried about getting a disease?
Dear, I don't know the meaning of the word. This is my firstborn, Jonathan.
Yes, we're cooking a human stew.
But Jonathan's available for trade. I'll give you my firstborn for any scrap of food you have.
Oh, so if I bring over a hamburger, I could have some of Jonathan.
You can have all of Jonathan, dear, as long as I get all of you.
No, whoa, Oh, hey, you know what? I'm actually losing weight. There's nothing but it's fat and gristle on my body, so forget it, right?
That's perfect. That's exactly what we need, isn't it, Mother? Yeah.
All right, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go cover something else, but I heard there's a free pizza bar over there if you guys are interested.
Oh, pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
Well.
So you go over there, I'm gonna go over here, and we're good. All right.
Little chihuahuas, little babies.
Cousin Dave.
Caesar Milan, how are you, buddy?
You know I'm a chihuahua lover too.
Oh my God, I love these little babies. They're, you know what? They're therapy dogs, man. I mean, I need, you know, when I'm stressed out, I gotta hold one.
That's right. Well, you know, hey Taco, hey Coco, those are my chihuahuas. I want to say hi to them.
Hey, I got a question for you, Caesar. I'm really excited about your new show. And one of the things I'm trying to figure out with my little dogs is, you know, they start scratching, they freak out. Last thing I want to deal with is fleas, buddy. What's the best thing I can do? Because I bring them to the park. Next thing you know, I'm like, what is this? Oh, crap, a little flea jumped on him. So what's your suggestion?
You know, one of the things, you know, we as a dog lovers, we need to understand the fleas and ticks definitely, they live better in the hot weather. And so we, you know, as a dog lovers, we all want to take our dogs outside. We know that dogs love the outdoors for sure. So, you know, for me, it's all about prevention. For me, educating people is all about what not to do or how to be more proactive. And so make sure, you know, all dog lovers, visit your vet, learn about ticks. This is a real thing. There's a new tick that is actually different from the other ones. This one is actually more aggressive. It's looking to host in your dog's body. So make sure, you know, you learn about NexGard. Make sure your doctor tells you about it, and because it's prescribed only, it's a chewable flavored chew, and so it's easy to give. Dogs are gonna take it like it's not a problem. So it's all about being proactive so you can enjoy the outdoors.
I got a question, right? This is an issue that I deal with. When it rains, one dog is fine, she uses the dog door. The other one likes to pee on the carpet, and then I'm stepping in it. How can I talk her into stop peeing in the house when it rains?
Well, you have to provide some kind of supervision. You have to provide some kind of understanding that this is going to happen. You have to set it up to be more successful about it. This is when the little fences can work really good. Some dogs are not really good in the cold weather. Believe it or not, that's actually very common. The dogs don't want to use the bathroom outside when it's cold or when it's raining. I can tell you from experience, my dog Junior, that I love very much, he's not really good on the rainy weather or the cold weather. He's a pit. You know, you would think pits would take the cold and would take everything. You know, like. But what I do for Junior is I just make sure I put the coat on, I get that umbrella on, and I just walk until he completely can take it no more, and he, you know, pees and do number 2 and bring it back home. So a lot of times it's just a matter of staying a little longer outside.
Sounds like it's my problem. If I'm lazy and not paying attention, then, you know, maybe that's why I'm stepping in puddles and getting my socks wet, right?
Sometimes, you know, people just want to go outside for 10-15 minutes and they want the dog to do their business and then they come back. But a lot of times they get too excited, they don't want to pee, you know. So in order for a dog to pee or use number 2, the brain have to relax, and then they go into their business.
See, it's like people, right?
Yeah, we look for a place that is nice and comfortable. They look for a place that is nice and comfortable, and they're relaxed. You know, think about it. It's just if you use the same philosophy, you'll see that we're looking for a safe place and a relaxed place.
I'm so looking forward to your show. Last question. You know, with these Chihuahuas, right? They never bite. They're sweethearts, but I got to tell you, man, they yap and yap. People come in and they will not stop barking. It's like they have to acclimate. What's the best thing I could do? Like put them on their back and make them a little submissive, or?
No. You have to understand, number 1, the Chihuahuas are an amazing alert dogs, right? So this is one of their qualities. But you can always use redirection, meaning you can bring a scent, you know, food, but don't give it to them right away. Don't let it see it right away. Let it smell it. So that way you redirect the excitement towards the person that is coming in, and you bring them towards you. Once they pay attention to something else, the brain relaxes. So you can use redirection for that kind of behavior, so you can start curbing the behavior and telling them that you want them just to bark 3 times, 4 times, whatever you want. And so they go from barking to looking at you and then relaxing, and then you give them a treat, and eventually you just give affection, you know? So you have to shift it from food to affection.
See, all our little dogs want is just loves, huh? You hear that, girl? Caesar says we're just gonna redirect. So I'll buy a pack of salami and we'll hand out some slices and stop barking.
Keep it simple, keep it profound.
Caesar, thank you so much for being with us, and we wish you luck on your new show. I can't wait to see it, buddy.
Thank you. Say hi to the Chihuahuas.
Cousin Dave, come on. We gotta do the close. Wake up. What's wrong with him, Honker?
He's had too much beer, blood, pizza.
Ugh. Dave, you've disappointed us all. Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for watching the Edwardian Ball special on Circus of Chaos.
Would you live here full time if you had the choice?
Yeah, it wouldn't be like hell. It would be like heaven.
I'd be like, hey, let's make a garden. You know, when people die, right? You just throw them in the garden.
Totally.
Wait a minute. Have you been drinking?
Definitely. What gave it away? Was I awake?
Huh?
Was I awake? Is that what gave it away?
Well, I don't see a flask. Are you done with it or what?
Oh, no.
Thank you so much.
You're weird too, though.
Oh, really?
Crying green tears.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just cry blood when I'm really happy and excited.
Green blood.
Yeah, typo negative blood, you know, the good kind.
Very strange.
I mean, I'm trying to make friends around here. What's wrong with you people?
Oh, well, I have a fear of clowns.
You know, when you hiss like a vampire, it's code, right?
I think it's code. I think every time you meet someone, you should hiss at them.
Yeah, like I could be like this to you. Like I could go, and that means like, let's go feed on those people, right?
Yeah, I think it's like a second language, you know, almost. You have to hiss at people, and they automatically, you know, if you're a vampire, you automatically know what they're saying.
We'll make like a body soup.
Dig a hole.
Yeah, why not? I would throw, you know, instead of like cremate me, it'd be like, put me in the soup, right? Yeah.
You know, like
I just recently got converted, so I'm trying to learn the language.
Oh, yeah.
So how would I say, like, I want blood, but I also want to eat pizza?
So that would be...
Give birth with their fangs on. No, I mean, like, they wanted to wear their fangs while they had their kid. Okay, I think that's the craziest fang-making experience I've ever had.
Cousin Dave, why are you so excited?
I just ordered Circus of Chaos. Milk chocolate custom tins. Limited edition.
No way!
That's right. Do you have a creative idea and love chocolates? You can make dreams come true for your company or nonprofit with custom chocolate tins from the San Francisco Chocolate Factory. You come up with a design or idea, and you can have your very own brand of mouth-watering gourmet sweets to sell or hand out for any occasion.